Okay, this is 3790 Wiltern Theatre on Wilshire Boulevard. It's a 12-story, 155-foot Art Deco landmark at the corner of Wilshire Boulevard and Western Avenue. The entire complex is commonly referred to as the Wiltern Center.
Now, the Wiltern Theatre was built in 1931 in Los Angeles and was designed by architect Styles G. Clements. And of the Morris, Walls, and Clements, the city's oldest architectural firm. The magnificence of the Wiltern Theatre evokes a period of elegance, style, originally offered by the Warner Brothers Western Theatre. Now, the Wiltern Theatre is located at 3790 Wilshire Boulevard at Western Avenue. It was designed by the Pellissier Building. Join a 12-story, 155-foot Art Deco lined
Wiltern evokes elegance and style, originality. It was originally part of the Warner Brothers Theatre.
At the corner of Wilshire Boulevard and Western, the entire complex is commonly referred to as the Wiltern Theatre Center.
Busiest intersection in the country. In 1928, a count of passing cars, trucks, and buses revealed the corner of Wilshire Boulevard and Western Avenue to be the busiest intersection in the country. Booster sized of the news to promote the idea that Wilshire's destiny was to become Fifth Avenue of the West. The premier shopping street and business address in fast-growing Los Angeles, it was an overly hopeful notion, but it nonetheless changed the way we looked at the future. Now, Henry de Roulette didn't need a traffic count to know something big was brewing. He sold real estate out of the wood frame house of the southeast corner of Wilshire and Western, not far from his childhood home of actor Jackie Coogan. De Roulette's Pellisser's tract, named for his grandfather Germain Pellissier, a French sheep herder and land investor who had acquired 140 acres from the Southern Pacific Railroad in 1882, attracted plenty of buyers in Los Angeles and was adding thousands of people a year migrating west along Wilshire Boulevard to fulfill its role of the grand concourse of the future. De Roulette figured that his corner of Wilshire should be elevated and statue was an eye-catching landmark structure that would be exemplified in Ayer's optimism. He turned to Styles O. Clements, the young architects of the old line firm Morgan and Walls and Clements. De Roulette made the asset's choice. Noteworthy Spanish colonial revival Wilshire buildings of the Boulevard bore Clement's aesthetic stamp, most notably the McKinley Building located close to Western at 3747 Wilshire. Clements, though was known for his stylistic agility and had become to propel Los Angeles into the Art Deco era. With the striking black and gold Richfield Tower downtown for the important crossing of Wilshire and Western, he gave J. Roulette a stunning headquarters building that became the talk of the town. Warner Brothers Wiltern Theatre at the time of its opening in 1931. And that was a corner of Wiltern Theatre. Zigzag modeling, a generally rounded base filled an entire block of the Boulevard with display windows on the first and second floors to catch the eye of riders on top of deck of Wilshire buses. Rising out of the base was a zigzag modern clad of Palace green ceramic tiles aligned in chevrons that angled toward the sky. Just 12 stories high, but with enough apparent soar to entice King Kong. The architect and critic Charles Moore marveled decades later. Del Roulette moved his offices and doctors and dentists filled the tower and around belonged to a movie house designed by G. Albert Lansford with a dazzling terrazzo entryway, large pipe organ, and a ceiling by Anthony Heisenberg. Demolition delayed, building saved. Originally called the Warner Brothers the Wiltern Theatre opened October 7, 1931 with a gala premiere by Alexander Hamilton attended by stars like James Cagney, Clark Gable, and Jean Harlow. The theater closed temporarily during the Depression, but tower remained visual landmarks. On the Wilshire skyline, the insurance company Franklin Life bought the property in 1956 for its Los Angeles headquarters. Then in 1979 shuttered the street again and made plans to raise the entire block for a parking lot. The newly formed Los Angeles Conservatives joined the city leaders to delay demolition and have the passenger tower listed on the National Register of Historical Places. Now the developer Wayne Raycroft stepped up to save the Pellissier, and the commission has sent some renovation by preservation architect. Wilshire looking east, 1948. Brenda Levine, the theater known now as the Wiltern, remains a popular live performance venue, and the upper floors are popular with architects and designers. This is a beautiful 12-story, 155-foot Art Deco building that stands tall and proud at 3790 Wilshire Boulevard at the corner of Wilshire and Western.
holds all kinds of live concert venues, from the Jonas Brothers to Cher.
There's a shot of all four corners, too.
Some of your top artists of today performs at the Wiltern Theatre.